Just real quick, hold on. This too. Let's see. Go from here. I didn't get even shave this morning. Bathroom's kind of small, so it's like you walk in. Here's the door. There's a toilet here, and then there's a urinal here, and here's the sink. And I can see this is me, the dude sitting there. This is his sneakers. He's got some Jordans or something. Then I can't see anymore because of and I see there's a dude in there stinking it up. And I just don't want to be here. In reality, this thing is a little closer to here, to be frank. It's a lot closer. So I got to stand next to him, listening to him poop. I ain't doing all that. I'll wait, and let him poop in peace. I agree with that. And sometimes if I recognize the sneakers, it's one of my guys, I go, hey, yo, bro. Now, this is my office. There's another company on this floor. Bust down Godel chains. It's hilarious that when I was in jail, I met guys that were like, you can make, I didn't know this. You can make $50,000 a week selling heroin. I said, wow, that's good money. That's $2.5 million a year. So you can really compound that. I said, so what do you do with that money? And the guy goes, I bought bust down. I go, what? Bust down? What? It's like, that sounds like a bust downtown or something. And then he explains to me that a bust down is some kind of chain, some kind of gold chain. And I said, isn't that just a big waste of money? He says, no, they retain their value. I said, okay, so if you buy a bust down for $50,000 and you sell it 6 months later, what do you get for it? And they're like, well, about half. It's like better than nothing. So it's like a bank account on your neck. But you're buying 50% off, I guess, or negative 50%. Better than Wall Street bets that can be stolen easily. Not these guys. I don't think you want to steal these guys. This thing. These aren't the guys. I would not recommend it, at least. Yeah, so I was like, look, every week you make $50,000 selling heroin, okay, and then you spend it. What do you spend it on? I go to the club, okay. How much do drinks possibly cost? He's like, it's not drinks for me, it's drinks for everyone. Okay, so you're buying drinks for everyone, correct. Okay. Basically, you kind of want to feel like you're the man. And you get to be the man for a little while. Then you go to jail. Correct. Got it. Yeah, pretty much every guy I met in there was like that. None of them were saving or trying to think about what to do with the money. Yeah, you got to be like, what's that guy, Gus Fring? Mild-mannered chicken guy. Actually a kingpin. El pollo hermanos. No, Kami. Jail is a collection of people who are bad with their money. No, there was one guy. There was one guy who was actually a better stock picker than me. Okay? And I didn't want to admit that at first. Did not want to admit that at first. Because I'm a hater. I hate everything. I hate everybody. You jump higher than me? No, you don't. You stronger than me? No, you aren't. I'm going to start lifting. You stronger than me? Okay. In 2 weeks, you won't be. I'm just a natural born hater, bro. I'm drinking haterade all day. Okay, so the problem with this guy is you don't want to know what he was in there for. All right? I'm going to leave it at that. But he was a better stock picker than me. It'll take me about 2 weeks, Will. Show activity. Show tendencies. Chose are your friends. Chose are your enemies. Oh, no reason. He got them pictures on his phone. Similar to Anthony. But let me tell you, that guy had Tesla, NVIDIA. He was like my two biggest positions, Tesla and NVIDIA. I was like, yeah, but I think you should be diversified, da-da-da. He's like, you, Shkreli? I was like, God damn. I was like, maybe you should try pharma stock. I like Roblox. And he's like, you old bitch. This guy he was a professor, actually. So he didn't talk like that, but he was like, no, I'd rather have some actual alpha in my profile. I was like, do you know who you're talking to, bro? I'm the big dog. El perro grande. What are you talking to me like that? He's like, I'm up 700%. God damn. He's all in on NVIDIA. I'm like, yeah, it's a good company. It's a good pick. It's all in on Tesla. I hope he sold his Tesla. He was all in Tesla. This was like 5 years ago. No, I don't think so, David. I don't think so. Not a socially acceptable individual over here. For real, that man is a problem. You don't want him in your community. Yeah, it's not easy for a guy like that. What can you do? No, he was not an NYU professor. But yeah, I mean, it seems to happen quite a bit to professors. He was an economics professor. Like you trying to get his next pick? You want me to get his next pick? I might be able to get it. Make some calls. You guys will do anything for a profit. I love it. No, he wasn't the Heisenberg type of professor. This is not an individual you want to know. I mean, this is a very psychologically damaged individual. How else is an economics professor going to prison? Nah, probably your average economics professor is probably not very good at the market, but he was the Sackler Endowment professor. I'm from Bagholder University. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Let them do their thing, man. You can't put us all in jail. I think I'm going to be like referencing Chappelle show stuff like 100 years from now. The problem, I had a friend like this, my buddy who was in the Obama White House. He, black dude. He would reference Richard Pryor. He'd be like some Richard Pryor thing. And I'd be like, what? Like, you don't know the Richard Pryor thing? I was like, I said his first name. I said, man, I wasn't even born yet when this show was out. 𝗤𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 probably shouldn't do because people don't know the reference. How are they supposed to know the reference? Seinfeld? What's the deal with Gilead? Kramer was, yeah. Kramer went ham. Did any of you guys ever see the Kramer stand-up? Oh, Costanza was brilliant. And the sugar cookie. Whew. He lost it. Top of the world to the bottom very quickly. Throwing out the N-word like a madman. No, Kramer, K.R. That Kramer, not Jim Kramer. Jim Kramer's great. Jim Kramer would never do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what he was trying to do from like a comedic perspective, but it obviously didn't work very well. Seriously, you guys are hilarious. You're afraid of the military-industrial complex, like they got shooters or they're dangerous or they're going to kill anybody that's not, you know, with them or some crazy shit like that. I mean, why are you so Boeing, bro? Act like the military tough. They don't got shooters. They don't got people that are just like, they're ready to kill you. This is where I need an assistant to bring me food, but I don't have an assistant at home. Although I should. That's going to be wifey's job. It's funny because wifey is so much smarter than me. I'm so lucky, but she still will bring me some food. I like that she supports me like that, you know? I should be bringing her the food. And I do. I wait on wifey. That's a kid's job, right? My wife is a programmer at a well-known company. She's a superstar. You don't want Albanian food. Albanian food is peasant food, cornbread, stuff like that, beans. No, Southern food could taste great. I love that stuff. Thought Patrol has been retired. It's a great question. My friend took it over. I can't be patrolling thoughts any longer. 42 now, you know, I'm starting a family. I can't sit here worrying about what some thought he's gonna do. My friend said that there's some woman on Facebook who's been streaming nude for the last 8 hours. I said, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm not on patrol. I'm retired. I used to patrol the streets of New York, all the nightclubs. No thought activity on my watch. Harambe! But Shkreli's short, and Shkreli has these sour streamers. Short, sour streamers from Haribo. Zing! Got my sour blue raspberry, got my sour orange, my sour cherry, my sour apple. I'm not gonna have any teeth left after this. And my new son, when he comes out, I'm feeding him this right away. He's gonna look at me like, Dad, what's sour? You'll find out now, son. Here you go. He's gonna be upset.
Martin, what's happening, bro?
What's up? The transcript here is a little odd.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to hang out a while ago once you started Godell. And
okay, just for context, the message I have from this guy is I want to talk about going dancing on Friday night. You're going to have to explain yourself in that one, Andrew.
Well, you know, I think my pitch to you is I can fill some things that you might be missing, right? So it's like, you know, I'm a very social person in New York City. I know you live here too. So, you know, like there's a big party Friday night It's bachata dancing, and lots of Russian girls, Latin girls, Asian girls, and it'd be a great way to for you to meet some new people, and get a new social circle.
No, look, I appreciate it. I am happily with a woman who's expecting. So the girl, the girl thing to me is not what it used to be. But I am looking, for somebody that is socially aware. I'm not much of a social scene guy myself. I kind of make my network electronically and just kind of, do my job. I do still need somebody out there talking to investors, doing sales sometimes, whatever it is. Kind of my current co-founders are all kind of the more introverted, cerebral types, which is great. They're fantastic. But, I do need somebody out there on the prowl. So shoot me an email and we'll pick up the conversation.
Raise the prices, Shkreli. Are you a capitalist? Or here, Berkshire, we're capitalists. Either you're a capitalist or you're a pussy, as Charlie says. We're capitalists. We want revenue to go up. Now, Becky, quick, get over here. Get that ass over here.
At some point, Joe, I was a Buffett-holic. I'm still a Buffett-holic. I know everything about Buffett.
What is every stock I look at? I ask, what is the MOAS possibilities? Can they MOAS? MOAS incoming? For anybody who doesn't know, MOAS is mother of all short squeezes. Where's the MOAS potential? Some are value investors. I'm a MOAS investor. I only short something if the short interest is high. I only long something if the short interest is high. That means it's going to go up. Nerd. Does it concern you at all that people are willing to pay 100% interest rate to short your stock? Oh, no. Well, if people are willing to pay a lot of money to short your stock, they think it's going to go down really soon, right? MOAS. Are you legally allowed to drive machinery, sir? No. How did they give you a stock trading account? Robinhood. Let me guess your broker. Robinhood. Didn't they take away the buy button? What kind of hands do you have? Diamond. MOAS coming AMC. Ape strong together. Good old AMC. This thing's been a winner. Oh, man. I'll get your shorty, burn. Why do you make that noise after you say everything? It's involuntary. I don't know to feel bad for you or laugh at you. Oh, Adam Back said Halfindi is not Satoshi? Awesome. Adam Back would know. A lot of people think Adam Back is Satoshi. I don't know if Satoshi is worth more than Elon or not, but it's possible.
Gen Z boss enemy! Gen Z boss enemy! Eating cheese in a bowl!
Make it stop. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Exactly, Ian. Die. This is why Trump won. Negative 1.3% on the spies. You guys have never worked with women before? You guys haven't worked with women? Come on. I've worked with plenty of people like that. I'm a Judd. All startups are like 90% male. They're normal women, okay? Farming bro in a price hike. Palmer Lucky in a bomb. Palmer Lucky in a drone strike. Price hike and drone strike, they rhyme. I've had women work for me at all companies. Nothing wrong with that. There was my hallmate. This is like one of my best friends in prison. This guy Vlad.
Order
Beast.
Order cancelled.
Hacker. Nice with it. Nice with the computer. Getting any system. Nice with it. And he was Russian. Didn't speak a fucking lick of English until he came to America. But he came to America for prison. He was a smart dude, so he caught English quickly. And he was like, we'd teach him ghetto slang, you know? Because that's what we speak in prison. He'd be like, how do you say I hit a lick? They're like, oh, Vlad hit a lick.
He was telling us old war stories. He liked to smoke weed and hack banking systems in America. The government said, I see, that's why we're rallying. Besant's doing some, no, it's not Vlad from Godot. That'd be sick, though. I'm not sure I would hire Vlad, the dude from prison, but yeah, he was across the hall. Why did I mention this? We taught him geeking and all these terms, and every now and then he'd be like, Martin, you're geeking.
Order cancelled.
How you say he's geeking? Oh, we love Vlad. That's not good for hymns. But do they sell a lot of topical finasteride? Besant is saying needs are opposites of wagey, at least. But well, yeah, wagey baggy is kind of the same thing. All right, this is a taxonomy. All right, you got your cells. All right, you got your vol cell, voluntarily celibate. You got your fake cell, acting like they're celibate but they're not. Of course, you got your incel, involuntary celibate. A subset of these, okay, this Venn diagram, is your chuds, standard issue chud. Then from the incels, we've got femcells. These are just women who are incels. Then we got word cell. It's not really a cell at all. Shape rotators. I like that. True cells. And then you've got wagies. All right, wagey are typically not incels. And they're almost never shape rotators. So this is disjoint. And they're never word cells either. So this is pretty disjoint. Bag holders almost completely overlap with wagies. Wagies and baggies are almost always the same. There's not too many baggies that aren't wagies, but there are a few. And then we've got neets. Neets are never educated or trained. Never employed, educated, or trained. So by definition, they can't be wagies. Some of them are shape rotators and word cells, but also some of them are chuds and incels. Wagey, getting cagey. All day you sweat and ragey. Neat is comfy, neat is cool. Neat doesn't need work or school. There's so much more lore. I like true cell, it's cool. There's so much more to this. There's so much more to this taxonomy. Fake cell is somebody who wants to be an incel, but they're in relationships. They're not a true incel. They're not a basement dweller. Shape rotator is a math whiz, basically. They kind of by definition can't be a wagey, and they almost never are baggies either. They're kind of autistic Rain Man type things, yes. Correct. A lot of fem cells are word cells. Oh, very important here. I almost forgot. You have the very important 𝗏𝗏. And this kind of goes from left to right of attractiveness. Although fake cell kind of goes over here. Tumblerina. Oh yeah, these are all channers, by the way. Everyone here is on a chan, whether it's 8chan or 4chan. They're all channers. You have crypto bros. That's their own kind of thing as well. Yeah, word cell, I agree, goes... Well, soyjack is fictional, but conceptually, a soyjack is even worse than the cells. You could put soy over here. Quants are just a form of shape rotator. That's a simple question. Thank you for asking. EAs are a subdivision of word cells. Shape rotator fake cell overlap, we call that 𝗥𝗢𝗓. And the overlap between, this is the map of society. There's 𝗏𝗏 and finance bro. And the overlap of this is known as a VC. You have the bros over here, yeah. The bros are just basically normal men, to be honest. You have tech bros, gym bros, crypto bros, and then of course, your pharma bro, that's N of 1. Well, actually, Vivek's a pharma bro too, so N equals 2. A word cell is somebody who's basically just a good writer. They don't know math very well. They're word cells. They're non-quants. They want to be quants, but they can't. What's wrong? You're a baggy? What happened? There's very few good places to be here. I think a good chunk of this is streamers. Oh, I like that. Wizard cell is good. Baggies are bag holders. Yeah, unbothered. Mostly neats are unbothered and moisturized. Yes. Well, we can have degens here. So degens are funny because they can actually overlap a bit with
shape rotators. Crypto bros kind of overlap here with degens. In fact, they make a big population of degens. Crypto bros are sometimes backholders. It's true. Oh, well, skaters and punks, that's last generation. Oh, yeah, hold on. I got more. Ready? Coomers. You've got glazers over here. Of course, my account's dropping rapidly as I'm doing this. Maybe I should get back to work. Oh, you definitely have boomers and things like that, but that's almost another... Oh my God, simps. How do I forget about the simps? Then you have very small amount here that's OnlyFans, and that's kind of overlaps with streamers as well. I can make a 3D visualization of this. Oh, well, don't forget, we also have over here somewhere the trad wife. That's also a fake cell sometimes, which also overlaps with the anime people. Well, alpha male, sigma male, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, basically you've got, this is where the beta is located. This is like a different energy level. Okay. And then this is beta as well. There's some cucks here. And then sigma, well, there's beta here too. The degens are not meant to be close to EX, or EA, I should say. Degens and shape rotators are like, and quants, I would say, are sigma. Hardhos are kind of sigma for, crypto bros are kind of sigma, but they're also borderline. Most of the bros are sigmas. So that's more of a flavor or coloring. You could probably color it.
Oh man, forgot about White Knights, some of my favorites. Well, you want some money? Okay. Here, let me drive you to Flatbush, Brooklyn. Here, I got the perfect place for you to get some money. It's where Dad grew up. It's perfect. Let's take a look. Right around here. See, what I want you to do, go to this block right here. Stand on this corner. You'll meet my friend Rico. Me and Rico, we did 5 years together. Tell Rico, Shkreli sent you. You're here to get money. Use that exact phrase. You'll be getting money pretty quickly. Don't worry, kid. Right there on Church Ave. Dad, that's scary. Rico tell you there's a dice game. There's a dice game on Nostrand. It's under here. Go down this bando. It's in the basement of this bando. It's a bunch of Haitians and Jamaicans playing dice. Dad, I'm 7 years old. I don't think I should be doing this. You said you wanted the money. The hood ain't the hood no more, man. What is this? All right, let me go to a real hood. All these neighborhoods are nice now, man. This is a decent ass neighborhood over here. You got to go to Jersey now. This is literally where I grew up. Newark, Camden. Newark's got their Prudential Center and everything. Yeah, Newark looks pretty sloppy, but this is, you know, they have the Prudential Center. I don't know Newark well, but I do know it is one of the most dangerous, scary neighborhoods in the New York tri-state area. So yeah, so we're gonna stay hungry. You know, I'm not letting this kid. Yeah, this is a nice little bando right here. I'm gonna see what wifey thinks about this idea. I don't think she's gonna love it. She's texting me now. I think I'm in trouble. You will not use our son for entertainment. Whatever. You gotta toughen him up, man. Exactly. Luke knows. She just got out of the shower. Honey, don't worry about it. They're just asking about what's the best way to raise our son, and I said, well, we've got to make sure he's tough. We've got to make sure that we don't coddle him. We've got to make sure that if he, you know, asks for money, that, you know, we don't just give it to him. That maybe he should be getting money himself, possibly by visiting the neighborhood Dad grew up in. Yeah, this is Gen Beta. We're not raising a little shrimpy kid that is afraid of everything. Send him straight to the neighborhood Dad grew up in. He's gonna meet all Dad's old friends. They're gonna show him how to be a tough kid. If you haven't seen a gun by 10 years old, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna show him. Yeah, Alphabet City is nice these days. You can take him straight to Camden, New Jersey. We just looked at the map on Google Maps. You know, it's not the worst neighborhood in the world. We're gonna set him up. You'd say that's a traumatic experience? Nah. All he does, he looks the guy in the eye, looks the guy in the eyes and says, "You ain't gonna do shit. Shoot me. Go ahead." And the guy's like, "Huh? That's what I thought." And just mush him.